All right. So I will be talking about the danger in trading or of trading cryptocurrency manually. I see a lot of people sometimes get so excited about trading when they hear it, when they see the profits, when they see people testifying on how they grow their account from $100 to $1,000 to $10,000 and the rest of them. And when you see these things, you get so excited that you want to trade. All right. Now, those people, when you get excited that you want to trade, you go into the market, you trade. Maybe the first weeks may favor you depending on the market structure. For instance, there are people that, when they started trading, they were making good profit the first week, the second week, the first month. They were making good profit. They nearly hit they never hit stop loss, or they hit stop loss once in a while most of their trades were making them good profit, and they get so excited. Now they start looking for how to do what, to double their money. Like they start putting in more money in the exchange, adding more money in the exchange, and a lot of that. All right, they start looking for how to do what, how to make more money. All right, by doing what, adding more money, by adding more money to the exchange. And in doing that, the market condition change. Maybe after they have added more money, the market structure changes. That strategy that was paying them good amount of money stopped paying them that amount of money. All right, and what happened? They started losing trades. When you have streaks of losses, what happens? You start getting discouraged. You start considering quitting trading and all that. That is exactly how some people started trading. You see them posting on their status, posting testimonials on how their trades are performing very well, and a lot of things like that. And then after some weeks, you see that they will stop posting about trades. Like they are the ones that always kick against trading. They're the ones that will always say trading is scam, trading is not real, it is a gamble, and a lot of things, statements like that. Because of what? Because the market does not longer favor that particular strategy they are using, so they think that this thing doesn't work. Right now, but there are still some people who started trading, and when the market changes, when the market changed and they are no longer making profit, they had to go back to the drawing board, ask questions like, what am I doing differently? Why am I no longer making profit the way I am making before? Why is the market not favoring me any longer? And what do? They start learning new things, new strategies, how to survive that particular market condition. One thing you should know is that one particular method of trading will never succeed all market structures. That is why there are different trading strategies. If you ask this person say this is the strategy I'm trading. If you ask this person will say this is the strategy I'm trading. If you ask the other person, he will say this is the strategy I am trading. Why is it like that? Because one particular strategy may not may not be favorable to all market conditions or all market structures. That is why when you are trading, you need to do what? You need to know that sometimes this strategy you are trading now may not perform very well in another market condition or in another market structure. That is why we have Maris X. What does Maris X does differently? One thing that Maris X does differently is that Maris X is already structured. Is already structured to do what? To adapt to any market structure. Maris X is structured to adapt to any market structure, in the sense that if this particular market structure changes, Maris X will devise another strategy to adapt to the current structure of the market. All right, that is the difference between trading with Maris X and trading manually. If you don't want to quit trading in a twinkle of an eye, use Maris X to trade. Maris X is meant to do all the analysis on your behalf, check the market structure, and enter the trade according to the market structure. The bot does not only enter a trade when the market structure is favorable to it. The bot will already analyze that market as well as the market structure and enter the trade according to the market structure. That is the difference between trading with MaritX automated trading system and trading manually. Another difference is that if you are trading manually, I have seen people who say, oh, I forget to set my stop loss, I forget to set um my TP, I forget to do all these things before entering the trade. And for that reason, because they didn't set their stop loss, the market went against them and got them liquidated. All right, the market went against them and got them liquidated. That is another problem that some people have. So when you are trading, you need to understand that the market does not check, does not pity you. That's why some people say that the crypto market is actually designed against you. So the market is not meant to favor you. The market is meant to take money from you if you don't manage your risk, if you are not strategic enough, and you are not proactive. That is why you see people who are fully into trading always sitting on the chart, looking at the chart. So if they are sitting on their computer, they are always looking at the chart. If they are on their phone, they are always looking at the chart and a lot of things like that. They are always looking at the chart. All right. So the reason is because the market is not meant to favor you. Are you getting it? The market is not meant to favor you. So at the end of the day, you need to do what? You need to understand this before trading. So now, one thing that makes Maris X outstanding is that Maris X does everything on your behalf. Maris X is meant to do what? To do all the analysis on your behalf, enter the trade on your behalf, and generate you profit. All right. All you need to do is set up the bot, connect to the API. For instance, if I go here, this is the same account I was using before, that I said I started with 275 dollars, and I gave myself a challenge to grow that $275 to $500, and I was able to do that in 3 months. Yes, I spent close to 3 months growing the account from $275 to $500. All right. Then after I've grown it to $500, I had to add more funds to it so that I can also grow the account further. But I was able to grow it from $275 to $500 in 3 months. So that is the difference between trading and gambling, or Ponzi scheme. All right. So that is it. You can see that I'm in open trades. All right. I'm in open trades currently, and you can see that some of the trades are already in profit, and they will continue generating profit. So I don't have to do what? I don't have to come here to start managing this trade or start analyzing the charts and all that, because the bot is already doing this whole thing for me. Are you getting it? So that is the difference between trading with an automated system and trading manually. All right, that's the difference between trading with an automated. If you are busy with other activities, you have your work you are doing, you have a job you are doing, you have a business you are doing, and you don't want anything that will take your time, that will make you spend more time, then you need to do what? You need to use automated trading like Maris X. All right. So that is it. Another thing you also need to know is that There is no how you will be trading manually that you must not spend hours on charts, unless you are just trading people's signals. When you are trading, the danger of trading people's signals is that when they send you signal and you enter the trade, some of them may not follow you up to know how your trade is performing, to update you. Some of them may see that the market has changed, they will go and close the trade beside at your back. Meanwhile, your own trade is still open, so you don't know what is going on in the market any longer. And at the end of the day, what happened? You may end up losing that particular trade, or losing your money on that particular trade. Meanwhile, the person who sent you a signal is nowhere to be found. All right. So that is why you need to do what? Use an automated trading system to trade, so that the system will do the trading on your behalf, manage the trade, manage the market on your behalf, do everything on your behalf while you continue making profit. And then Maris S trades different strategies, like you can see here. Grid trading, which is done on spot. If you always have in mind of trading a particular coin or holding a particular coin for long term and make profit, you can use grid trading. Or DCA trend can also do the same thing. DCA trend, you can use it to trade one particular or hold some position, some coins on the spot. All right, if you don't want to trade futures and you want to still be making money from spot trading, this is where grid trading and DCA bots comes to play. All right, and then if you want to trade futures, then you can start with conservative futures trading, whereby you trade futures and make massive profit within a day, all right, or 2 days from the position, from the trade. And then if you want to trade the hedge strategy, which is one of the most advanced trading strategy on Maris X, that trade the both side of the market, both long and short at the same time, and generate you profit, you trade with it. Now this will save you from doing what? From investing in Ponzi schemes and money doubling platforms that will take your money, run away from you, and there will be nowhere to be found. Another thing, good thing about Maris X is that Maris X will also give you in, commissions for recommending people to it. For instance, I have recommended a couple of people to this account on Maris S. You can see my level one. You can see how the money is dropping just with $20 package they sign up with. When they buy a bot, you make commission. When they buy gas, you make commission. And soon you still be making commission from their trading fees. Like when they sell a coin or when they buy a coin, you also make commission. All right, so that is how you make money here, and you make this money both direct and indirect. You can see level one, I made $10 here. Then level two, you can see level two here, I made $5. Level two, $1. Level one, $2. Level one, $10, and all that. So if you continue, if I continue going down, you continue to see. All right, you can see it. Level one, then level two. Level two are people that are recommended by those under me. All right, these are ways you make money. So if you are a team builder or a network marketer, or somebody that has people that are interested in automated trading, recommend them to Maris S using your link, and you will be making money. All right, you can see level two, level one. All right, so all right, you can see level three. You can see level three here. I'm also earning from 3 generations. All right, that is also how you earn from three. You can see the level three here, level three, and all that. All right, level two, level three. So you earn both direct and indirect. That is what is called passive income. All right, so this is another thing that you benefit from Maris X. All right, so whether you are trading or not, you can be making this commission back to back, and then we'll have some other leadership bonuses and incentives, all right, that you earn from Maris X. So anybody who want to be part of this ecosystem, who want a lifetime trading ecosystem, a long-term trading ecosystem that will be paying you both from trading and from other people's activities, I'd like you to check out marisx.co. Thank you.